Hello, Ellen Cornett here again. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about gamification. This is a concept that's been around for decades, but what we're doing now in the more digital world that we live in is we can use gamification to really connect. And this is the path that I believe we really need to be on, because the best way to commercial thriving as we keep going forward into the 20s, the mid-20s, the mid-2020s, is to hop on this expressway that connects the heart of the brand with every single brilliant perspective. The brand has a brilliant perspective, and the people out there have a brilliant perspective. So across industries and audiences, no matter where you're coming from, we all want to take this brand value that we've cultivated, whether it's a one-person brand value, entrepreneurial enterprise, or hundreds and hundreds of people, hundreds of thousands of people, putting forth a certain concept, a certain product or service that has value. We want to get that out to the voice of the right customer. We want to hear that voice of the right customer, because we have the desire to efficiently facilitate a two-way conversation. You may not realize that's what you're trying to do, but that is what we need to do. With self-selecting prospects, people who find themselves out there and want to be seen and heard by your brand. Gamification is therefore really a humanizing strategy, and this is because fun magnifies joy. So why not spread joy while broadcasting the value that this brilliant, expertly unique, well-crafted product or service brings to people who really do want to know about it? So why gamify? Well, it's because we're playful at our core. Appealing to playfulness really opens up that heart-to-heart communication. And the brand gets to give a glimpse of its secret sauce, the passion that's behind it. And the customer then can recognize themselves, their aspirations, and their aesthetics. So they're kind of building their own little perception of what that brilliance is and what it can do for them. And they arrive at a choice organically, having had input. So game playing really allows us to have this dynamic. And the aim is to go beyond what I call habitual thinking and move over into inspired thinking. And there are a lot of tricks and tips and neurodynamic ways that we can do that. So we can move beyond the expected responses when we're asking questions, and beyond the expected results, and beyond the expected ways of getting to an outcome that people want, and moving away from pain points in a more inspired way. We're wired to think both logically and aspirationally, that habitual way and the inspirational way. And I call this the mentor mode versus the muse mode. I did a lot of research and I created a system with a card deck that helps to understand how we can flow back and forth between these two modes. You can't stay on one side or the other. And here's the deal. The decision-making process really is more about the right side of this screen. Now you'll notice there's one little caveat there. Modern neuroscience has debunked the right brain, left brain division. It's not that we have one side of our brain that does all of these fun, experiential, nonlinear, impulsive things, and the other side is only all about math. They really are crisscrossed, and there are different parts of the brain that get lit up when we do these different things, but it's a nice analogy. So here's the deal. We must expand communication and infiltrate emotions, because buying is aspirational. It feeds on emotions. And there you see the guy stretching his reality and trying for something new. He wants to experience something a little bit different. So when we promote, market, and sell, we really have to cultivate relevance and reach into those muse mode kinds of reactions, emotions, behaviors, attitudes, thinking. And we can do that by offering things like metaphors and symbolism and story and journey, and aligning the mission of the brand with the outcomes that people want. And an intriguing prospect, asking questions like, what if, how about if it wasn't really the way it's always been? How about if we just change things up a little? And how do the brand benefits make your life better? Those are the kinds of questions you want to begin asking. So in the next segment, I'll talk a lot more about my passionate way of gamifying marketing and promotional efforts is by making lead magnet quizzes. And these can appeal to any industry so that the buying aspiration feeds on emotions, because there's still people in every industry. And you can ask questions like, how XYZ ready am I? What's my PDQ score? What becomes possible? What movie genre is this product or service going to be like? Does my experience match with that product, or maybe product B in the same company? Why should I care? And so on. So join me next time. Thank you so much.